No, you never know. You just play it how it happens. But they got a very explosive offense. A lot different team. We're a lot different than when we played them back in 2016. They're a lot different team as well. We're probably going to get 80, 90 plays from them on Thursday evening, and we feel like we're a lot better offensively right now than we were a couple years ago too.
Willie, entering this season, does there feel like a different buzz at all within the team or even on campus just walking around?
Well, I think there's always the anticipation, the first game of the season, and the excitement. I know the guys have worked extremely hard since the last play last year against SMU. Had a great off season, spring football. And nowadays, football's turned into a 365-day a year sport, like all the other sports at the collegiate level. And so the guys are here all summer too, and you get a couple hours that you get to work with them in the summer as well. So the thing you got to be careful of is working them too much, because once you get into camp, you have a tendency to do that. Well, we backed off quite a bit here last week.
In your coaching career, you've had a lot of close calls at your stops against teams from major conferences. You could have won them all against Georgia, North Carolina State, Georgia Tech over the years. For this program, obviously you can't put too much into one game, but how kind of a measuring stick is this game going to be for
Well, I think it is a measuring stick. It's a big game for us, without question. You always want to start off well. I don't care what you're doing. You want to start off well, but it's one game. We always segment our season into one game at a time. I know it's an old coaching cliche, but I believe in it. And then the next week, you win, and you got to flush it down the toilet and move on to the next game. It's just the way you got to do it in sports. So yeah, it's a big game for us. I know our guys are excited.
I know Wake Forest has a good amount of guys coming back, but in a game to open the season, how much more of a shot in the dark, based on a preparation standpoint, does it feel like going into a season opener as compared to when you have a bunch of tape of what a particular team is doing that season a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, you're right. They're going to have some wrinkles for us. We're going to have some wrinkles for them, offensively, defensively, kicking game. Your adjustments are very, very important in week one. We're going to see some we have not anticipated, and the same for them. But the nuts and bolts are going to be, what we think it's going to be with their offense, defense, kicking game. Same thing for us. We're a veteran coaching staff. They're a veteran coaching staff. They've got a lot of guys coming back. So do we. So there's going to be a lot of carryover in preparation.
Are you more internally focused at all from that standpoint because of that?
Well, it's always important that you don't beat yourself. You do good. We always talk about wave, don't beat the wave. Eliminating pre-snap penalties and post-play penalties, and playing as close to error-free as you possibly can. And so we put our guys through all sorts of scenarios. I've been coaching this game a long time, and something always comes up every season that I haven't had happen to me before. So you try to expect the unexpected during preseason camp, but then you got to do a good job of making in-game adjustments.
How much better equipped do you feel you are for a team that's going to run 80, 90 plays in a game this year? Because you just didn't have the depth, and
well,
you can substitute with a little more confidence.
Yeah, we got a little bit more depth. But one of the things when the team's going fast tempo, and they don't change personnel much, they're going to be running the same guys out there the whole time going fast pace. So you got to keep your dudes out of the field, or pick your spots when you can sub a guy in and get a guy out, such as end of the quarter, or if they're near your sideline, things like that. So we got to make sure that we do a good job of getting in and out, getting the calls quickly, and knowing that we're going to be playing a bunch of snaps in a row, and then we'll be able to play another guy the next series.
You're going to start a senior at quarterback. They're going to start a freshman, which all of a sudden seems like it's become a trend. I think there's at least 4 or 5 P5 schools out there starting true freshman quarterbacks this week. How much you've had guys who you've run out there for the first time? What do you expect, and how important is it to have that experience going into the season as well?
Well, I'm sure they've probably scripted, their first 15, 20 plays and gone over those, 5, 10 times, so the guy has a lot of confidence in that. But it's always, when you have a brand new quarterback, it's always new that first ball game, without question. I'm glad we're in a situation right now where we've got a veteran guy back there who's played Division I football games. This guy's very talented. The Wake Forest is going to start, obviously. It wouldn't be starting him if he wasn't the best opportunity for them to win. They've also got 10 of 11 starters back on offense, so he'll be the lone new guy for them.
Darius Bradwell was back out there today. You feel pretty confident about how?
Yeah, I think he'll be able to go. We almost practiced him today, but we went ahead and gave him one more day.
How much of a plus can your offense be? I mean, obviously, Banks has been here a lot longer. It feels like almost you can control the game a little more now, is it?
Well, we're not a fast tempo team. We can change speeds, but we're not a fast tempo team. So I think it helps your defense out. I also think gives you an opportunity to really understand each play and not try to go as quick as you can for confusion purposes and not having the defense lined up. So for us, we've got a different style than what they have. Obviously, theirs has worked. It was one of the top offenses in the nation last year.
Coach, the 98th anniversary, 20th anniversary team, where were you in 98? And
Yeah.
what do you remember about
Yeah, we're going to be doing that the following week against Nichols on 9/8. But I remember watching games on TV. I remember I think there was a Thursday night game when Tulane was playing that season on ESPN. I'm not sure who it was against, but I know it was in the Superdome. And I remember Sean King playing quarterback, and at that time I think they were 8 or 9-0, something like that. And so great team. They're the standard here at Tulane.
Coach, this is kind of a bird's eye view from a conference standpoint, but and I know you're probably just focused on your game in week 1, but how much do these non-conference games mean to a conference like the AAC? And everybody likes to look at the pecking order, Power 5 or Power 6 or whatever you'd like to call it. Do these games, in your opinion, have big implications on scheduling in the future and being able to? Yeah,
I think they're all big games. We consider ourselves part of the Power 6. And in order to have the type of conference we want to have, we got to win these types of games. I know a lot of the schools are playing, other leagues in the Power 6 this weekend as well. So, yeah, it's big for our conference without question.
Tulane hadn't beaten one of the current Power 5 teams here since 2003, which has very little to do with you. But just, are you how conscious are you of the history and how important it would be to change that?
I have a little bit of background with it and have had a few people tell me about it, but I really zero in on the game, and I don't try, I think if you prepare differently each week, it doesn't help your ball club. So, our guys are going to see very consistent preparation out of myself and our coaching staff every single week. We don't change up much. I was going to add one other thing too. We got a celebration of Mac Brown, this weekend, and Mac is going to speak to the team on Wednesday night. We're very excited about that. He's going into the College Football Hall of Fame. 770 colleges and universities play football across America. That's actually the most difficult Hall of Fame to get into, really in the country at any sport, professional or collegiate. And really proud that he had some time here at Tulane University. Thank you.